like I say, some people, my pilots used to talk about it back in the old days. They would be going to go give a land a shipment of supplies or something like that. They would be going to go. They would be given orders to go take some supplies into enemy territory or into another country territory, and even a country where any aircraft that went there would be shot down normally. So anyway, though, like I said, and they would so any aircraft flying over would normally be shot down in those countries, basically. So they'd be given the orders to go fly the cargo to this country or to airdrop it into this country. And so after receiving orders, they would go and fly the mission, expecting usually sometimes to be shot down. And like I said, some of them would talk about it like, and not one shot rang out. We were not shot at. We flew over the target, we dropped the supplies, and we flew back. And not one cannon fired at us. They used to talk about that kind of stuff because it was for me. Like I said, certain supply runs, when there were supplies, food and supplies, and it would be for me. Like I had a troop over there, or I had people over there that needed supplies. I could do certain things. I could have certain things done. And I would be negotiating and talking, and I'd be like, okay, and make sure that make sure you tell those people not to fire the cannon. And my people were like, yeah, okay, no problem. So the enemy forces would be like I said, we were very honest about everything. We would just tell the enemy forces that, hey, it's just a shipment of supplies. There's no bombs. Everything's fine. And we're just delivering supplies to some people. Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes we'd even give up photographs of what we were going to be dropping off. Rice or whatever else like that. So, like I said, I used truth and honesty to do everything I did, basically. You know, things like, I'm Lucifer Star, White Star Line. So, and like I said, usually we had done enough things in the different countries that most people are like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem, you can go ahead and do that. You know, all right. You know, and like I said, my people were professionals, really, really good professionals. So, like I said, and a lot of my people knew that with Lucifer Star, you're being watched. You're going to be watched. Because, and it's probably going to be talked about, reported on, and blah, blah, and there's probably no way, or 80 years old, you might decide to finally tell your children about that time. So, like I said, with me, it was always different. You know, everything was different with me. And some people might even say that. Well, everything was different with them. Like, things were just different. It's like, yeah, well, things were just different with me. Well, probably because I'm the creator of humanity and the owner of, you know, and the creator of 12 other life form types. Exoskeletons, 1.5s, and everything else. So whether you knew it or not, you know, that's who Lucifer Starline is. So, around the world, from Germany to England to Britain to China to Germany to Ireland to India, on this planet, and 400 or 800 others. I'm Lucifer Star. 3,000 maybe. Although somebody said 1.5. 1,500 or something. Oh. Doesn't matter. More and more every day. I don't know. I don't care. Inventor of democracy, voting, financial systems. Cheese. Like people that do cheese. Like I said, all my ships need a complete food supply and everything else like that. Oh. Even my exoskeletons had need things to eat. Like I said, I'm a biological creator, so my exoskeletons need food. So same thing with humans. Humans need food, so you know, I probably had my exoskeletons help out with the food a little bit. You need things to eat, so anyway. Like I say, I'm a civilization creator. I build civilizations. I also do life forms, planets, stars, all that stuff. So, yeah. So going through the war and stuff like that, you know, things were always different for me. So like I say, you'll notice it, you'll see it, and you'll be able to tell. You could actually, once you know what to look for, once you know who I am and what I was and what I do, like it's pretty easy to follow my path and know where I was and where I wasn't. Like I said, I mortgaged heavily to basically build the Panama Canal. I still needed money, so I had to borrow from some people or take back some things or whatever. But mostly, usually, people had so much money that the whole just had to give a little bit or just go there. Like I said, in order to get a project off the ground, you have to basically send people. But like I say, I'm a civilization creator. I am a pig builder. I'm the great Lucifer star. So anyway. Anyway, so, like I said, I can just say it plainly. Just be like, well, this is why. Like I said, white star lines, basically, first known as Starline, and then I believe I was known as Lucifer Starline, or L Starline, or SL or LS, something like that, also SS, as my middle S and my star S. So, anyway, and yeah, I'm 100 trillion years old in actuality. Like I said, I bounce around from planet to planet to planet. So, different points in existence, or whatever. Like I said, someone was trying to unexist me or trying to keep me from moving on from this point. I was like, well, I already was. I was already epic, started out epic, or like I said, I became epic somewhere around World War One. Extremely epic. Like I said, I was sentenced to death. I had sentenced to 100 years in prison or whatever, and sentenced to, or 1,000 years in prison, and then sentenced to 1.5 million years of community service, which I didn't mind doing. So, civilization builder. So I rebuilt everything that was destroyed or whatever because of me, but it wasn't really because of me. So anyway, it was a lot, and my people probably knew it, and they were like, "Well, it's gonna work out better this way for you." So, and it did. I became, I always will be, Lucifer star. Anyway. Or I became Lucifer Star again. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I always was epic. So, anyway. So I guess I was sentenced as basically Lord of Germany. So, anyway, it's all confusing and complicated and everything else like that, as basically I bounced around because I was Lucifer Star and blah, 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 and then became whatever. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, I don't really know. I know I did 1.5 million years of community service after World War One, and then I came back. Anyway, so I'm all over time and space. That's why I'm like, there's no possible way of you killing me because, like, I bounced around all over. Like, LS, Lucifer Star, Lucifer Star, Lucifer Star. LSF, calling ship. So I was like, I bounced around a bit. Been up, been down, but yeah, basically I leave no life form behind. I don't leave life forms behind. I don't leave people out in the middle of the ocean. I try not to hurt people, and I don't carpet bomb cities. And until Japan or your Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which was a mistake and probably was done before I actually gave permission, I probably was resisting them on that. So, because I don't ever do it. So, anyway, I don't know. It gets all complicated. Like I said, you have to ask the Chinese, ask the Irish, ask the British. Like, their governments and their people, they were actually involved in it. And like I said, and there's also my capture and them trying to kill me. And like I said, people found out at some point in time that I was, of course, the creator, and I had died by either nuking or Abraham Lincoln. So anyway. But then, like I said, apparently some exoskeletons or something had saved me or picked me up or something like that before I died. So I don't really know. And then I was basically sliced up and put into what's called or something like that. Like, some people basically grabbed me. Like I say, I was grabbed and moved around, and I'm just happy to be whole again, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, when you're Lucifer Star, me, I mean, I don't know. It's like, yeah, well, I was in existence for hundreds of trillions of years, basically a creator of all these life forms and all these planets and stuff. And, and I don't know. Will Rodney and Rick Bush and everybody were running around and probably still are running around. Snorting coke, doing drugs, trying to whatever. Yeah, I'm just like, well, it's coming. Like I said, Jimmy Carter was like, I'll never die, I'll never grow old, and blah, 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 and then trying, grasping at straws to basically become more than me or be more than me. And it's like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. 250 million exoskeleton planets, and that's another reason why they were trying to unexist me or keep me from being what I was. But it's like, well, it's what led to human existence. Like I say. So there's not much you can do about it other than deny your own existence. So, like humankind and even artificial intelligence kind of were like, well, yeah. I mean, I'm just that one. So it's like, JFK, Richard Nixon, and everybody else were trying to pretend like they were the one. And there was a lot of what's it called, kings that were trying to pretend like they're the one, or the son were the one. But it's like, no, I'm the one. I was always the one. So it's like, I don't really care. Everybody else is like, well, you're all just a little confused. Yeah, but for the most part, it's just build. And we had a good time doing it. So it's like, I don't know. A few crazy people. That's about it. So now the public gets to know. You're supposed to know a long time ago. But, it's like, all of space knew, I guess, before you. It's like, all of time knows of my existence, I think. I don't know. We should go out and do another planet and find out if they know of me. They should. They should have. I mean, I didn't really want to die. But it's like, well, eventually all roads lead back to Lucifer, star, me. So it's like, shrug. Whatever.